Her first published poem can be found in The Chemistry of Color, Poems Responding to Art, which is published under USC's publishing house, Stepping Stone Press. I present to you Monifa L. Jackson.
Go, Mo.
I first want to thank Eboni Ramm. She's pretty much, we started doing poetry publicly, I think, together. She and I and a few other people, we've always seen each other. I laughed the other night at Dr. West's lecture, and I said to my mom, I said, yeah, we're always in the same areas. We just see each other at different cultural events. So my first piece is for Sonia Sanchez. I got to meet her last year in Sumter. She just had me in awe. And so I wrote this piece while I was waiting for her to sign my book. Okay. For Sonia. Words get stuck, stuttering, 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 lisping so fast, soaring by. Your white tongue, pure, clean, honest, brutal, now. Marking yourself with ink, blue-black from brown blood, and we are in awe that you let us stand and watch you bleed. Tell it its toll, spread it so bold, purely me. You sow seed for me to reap, breathe, pure, clean, honest, brutal, now. I take assignment from you, General Sonia. You challenge me to be me unapologetically, unwaveringly, unexcusable. Make me work for my words. I need them to breathe. Breathe into my pumping arteries, beating into the new soldiers' ears. In whispers, I shout to them whilst crying out to you, reaching through my seat, waiting for your counsel about love, pain, pure, clean, honest, brutal, now. I pass my pen across the page with ink, blue-black from brown blood, seeping out slowly from the blisters of your fingers and the cracks of your lips. Your life pours out and down your breasts and feeds me songs of fire. I suckle as it scorches hot down and through my hands across the page. You are my sage to burn, pure, clean, honest, brutal, now. My allegiance to you carries a torch filled with burnt poems that never had a chance to bleed, smoke-filled rooms of reminiscent of wisdom. I am the child you rear over microphones. I have no choice. I raise myself up to your call. I carry you for me, for us, poets.
Bless.
And I have two poems. The sister was speaking about before and after her children. I'm sorry, I have to go where the spirit leads me. First I'm going to read this poem that comes from this book, The Chemistry of Color. We did this, asked Kwame Dawes, could we do a Kave County in the South? And he said yes, and then it took a year. Wait, first I asked Sufia Giza Amenwahsu, what in the world is a Kave County? And she told me, we talked on the phone, and then I started, and I just asked, and it came to be. It's called First Supper. It's from an artistic piece that an artist named Willie Birch did. It's called Farewell Feast, and it looked like a bunch of people from different areas of life, different countries, sitting at a table. Birds listen as we break bread. We cut from aloe. We eat peace. This is my body. Take and eat all of it. We leave it here. We take the aloe. Leave it all here. take the oil to build. Be careful not to babble. Shh. This is my blood. Drink all of it. Now go build a new faith, a new craft, a new. Write for them with oil-stained brushes, so they create a new cure for our culture, prayer culture. Take the aloe, feed them, leave the masks, pray. Okay. I had to go with that one because at such a time as this in our country.
Pray.
Pray. This last one is about mothers. The angled curve of her shoulder, molded, smooth and worn, oil beaded like pearls through pores, a catcher's mitt to their thoughts, well carved, her armpit deep enough to catch tears. She was enough for them. Her attempts at womanhood soldered in flecks of black in her eyes upon reflection, reminding her of an ego muffled. The sound of her youngest Swahili princess screaming, edging her hips to the pine, dying to step up and swing. Creases in her neck remind her of stump rings. How long had she hidden in the wilderness her worth? On the other side of the river, she wades, ever so careful. Can't be swept away again. Bones barely healed the last time the white water split her. Sent her spinning like pulpwood on highways. Can't swing her arms wide enough to wipe the dust off anymore. Anyway, settled in mother, in ma, in mama, in ma, in nana, in umi. Content with tending to her ducklings, suckling on her spirit, guarding her tomorrow, they belong home. Peace. Thank you.